What is up, heroes?
What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and someone tried to steal my intro, but of course, the one and only Midnight Zero can. I don't even know. All right, we're back with Danganronpa, and Asahina is on the ropes, like a lot of people throughout this entire trial. Let's see what she's got to say for herself. Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements, like Asahina's that smart. No, that can't be it. Remember what Asahina just said? Oh, also, while we were off screen, Lizzie and I were talking, and we actually think Ogami might have gotten up and gotten the protein shake herself, and arranged the chemicals or something like that.
Yeah, we were saying that we think that Ogami was the one who switched the chemicals and told Asahina to make her protein drink so that Asahina would make a protein drink with the poison in it, so she poisoned herself, so that Asahina would technically be the one who killed her. But then because of their relationship, how tight they are, it's likely that people wouldn't suspect Asahina, so Asahina could get out.
Right.
Because we think that it doesn't make sense that Asahina would try to kill Ogami, but it is feasible that Ogami would commit suicide and try and get Asahina out.
One more step on that we added onto that situation, though, is that after drinking the poison, Sakura or Ogami would have told Asahina and then locked her out of the room, and that's how she got from where she was initially hit to sitting on the couch. It was just chilling there and solved the locker room case. But anyway.
So we'll see if we're right. I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left a footprint.
She's sweating so much.
Hot.
What the? Asahina, what's the meaning of this? It's like
like
an upset dad.
You lied to us, plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
I mean, yeah.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A. Well, you see...
What the? What the heck? What's going on here? Togami's like, I've been finally thrown for a loop.
Oh my god. And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What? Why is Togami getting so flustered now?
I think he doesn't like being wrong, and Kitty Kitty is proven to be the best deductive person in this group. Okay, before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Ooh. New evidence? Impossible. There can't be. This is so weird. I feel like Togami's actually behind this now. He's way too flustered, more so than like when he was wrong in Chapter 2.
Yeah. Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me. Whoa, maybe you're right.
I did?
I was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you of all people would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight. Oh no.
Kitty Kitty's telling him how it is.
Yeah.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed thanks to you ingesting the powder.
Do you think someone put glass inside the bottle that Ogami drank? And that's why she was vomiting?
Maybe.
And it was disguised as poisoning? Glass? I mean, you're gonna vomit blood if you ingest glass.
Okay. I don't know.
I know for a fact from experience that if blood pools in your stomach, you'll vomit it. Fun fact about me. Yeah, that's a thing that I've experienced.
New things you're learning about.
You can call me Nick.
Okay, Nick.
Awkward moments. Alright, let's continue.
Okay, I think I read that already.
Okay, cool.
I couldn't have solved the mystery without you, so thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Naigi, why don't you explain it?
Tell him, Naigi. Oh my god, I love this. I love that this is becoming a thing. Huh? Me? Fine, if you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass. Shard of light blue glass. Kitty Kitty found the bottle of poison that looks like the rec room window. If I had to guess. Because the Monokuma bottle was like reddish.
Red, yeah, and the bottle of poison was also red, so it has to be the rec room window.
Yeah. It's part of the window from the rec room door, right? The window? The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that, so I think that must be it.
You're right, it must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison? What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Asahina told us, where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Asahina told us, it should have been in section A of the shelf, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Because that was the one that was switched to, we put in section A. The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Asahina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle. Then everything Asahina told us was a lie? You're a little late on that, ship, Hagakure. In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was open, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
Huh.
So then, the order...
That's interesting.
Huh.
So... Huh. That's it. I'm confused.
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. Okay. That had to be after the locker room was open. In other words, after Ogami died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. You're too slow. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? That can wasn't there when she died. How did she get poisoned?
You're right, we do need to explain that.
Could this be the candy, potentially? We still don't know why. No.
But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here. It has to do with the protein can.
I love the way they say protein in Japanese. Protein.
After Ogami's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no. Not that I remember. Yeah, me neither. Not either. Not me.
Same here.
Onajiku.
Yeah, me either. Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on. How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Dang.
The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Is this another non-stop debate?
Yeah.
I am starting to enjoy them more. Don't worry, guys. Okay, I'm a little confused, so we'll see.
Yeah.
When it comes to that protein can, there's no doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there. So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open? No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. Get ready for a weak statement we have to contradict? It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Maybe we use kitty statement?
That's all I can really think, but like, isn't that just kind of circular?
Yeah, but we can try it. I don't think any of the bullets that we have really
something
that often.
can prove that someone brought the protein can into the rec room after it was open. Huh. Well, we definitely have to contradict the last statement, so that's pretty safe. I don't know what else it would be. It's not the locker handprint, right?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe the shelf?
I mean, I don't remember what that piece of evidence said.
I think source of the powder, maybe? No.
Okay, I mean, we can try it.
We'll try it.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be that, but like... I mean, like, to be frank, I think it's circular logic, but I think we are supposed to use Kitty-Kitty's ammunition. It's like saying, how can we prove it? Well, use the conclusion to prove it. So there's the...
I mean, I imagine the people maybe who created this game weren't math majors, so...
That's true, but I mean, this is a very logically oriented game. It wasn't the cranks? We should be paying more attention to the chatter that's going on.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Noah for letting me know to do that.
Nope. Okay, so we have to
that's
use
not the
some
case.
sort of thing from...
Good thing we have 10 more tries.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
Did we try the shelf yet?
No, we did not.
Maybe empty protein drink?
Maybe. I mean, we're not going to be contradicting Kitty Kitty.
Yeah, ever.
Shout out to Zoomzyke for showing me that, or at least helping me pay attention to who's saying the statements, because we definitely want to be contradicting Togami here.
Yeah.
We'll try this. See how it works. Sorry, I couldn't really do that because my mouse didn't move when I wanted to silence that one statement.
Don't worry, I believe you.
But it's all good. Alright, you remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right? Of course, it came from the window you broke to get in. What about it? Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's also
makes
something. What? And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. I will say, for devil's advocate, because the protein can is cylindrical, it could have rolled, and with momentum from being thrown through a window, it could have, or something like that, it could have rolled onto a piece of glass. But it's all good. So it had to be after we got into the room. I see. So that's your explanation. Kitty Kitty, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
Kitty is so smart, I love her.
I know, same.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
She's got such a confident little smirk on her face.
No, it's because she's a bad person. Not a bad person. She's a great... Never mind. Y'all know what I'm talking about. As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison and not the protein can.
PG efforts appreciated.
But once the room was open, they were switched. And as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Ogami drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can. No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is.
Exactly what happened.
But I thought Monokuma would prevent something like that from happening.
Maybe...
Then tell us already. Or, sorry, please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Asahina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Naigi?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been Ogami, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was Ogami herself.
So, Ogami, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
I'm very confused because I don't think Monokuma would allow a suicide.
What are you talking about? There's no way. On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons. You're lying! Stop lying!
Well, we know that because she dropped the protein and the powder on her foot.
Yeah. Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Ogami definitely went to section C. I have to get Asahina to admit that. Are we gonna have a bullet time battle?
Yeah.
Okay, controls again.
Oh no.
Yeah, bullet time battle.
Oh, that's a bolt. Oopsies.
It's really difficult to see the speech bubble things.
You want me to help?
You can just tell me if there's more than one on screen, because I can.
1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There's one, yeah. 1. You're a liar. What are you saying? You're wrong, you're wrong. I'm telling you I did it. Just let it end already. Stop talking. I don't want to hear it. You're a liar. What are you saying? You're wrong. You're wrong.
She's getting a little repetitive, isn't she?
There's another one.
Oh wait, do we need something in particular?
Whoa!
Oh, no.
No, so yellow powder.
Yellow powder. Click. I'm clicking.
No.
Do we have to do this again?
I think so. Yeah, there's one. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna try this again. Yellow powder. No one Ogami should have all that powder.
I don't know that.
I don't know. I was trying to sing like "Power" by Kanye West. You know. No man should have all that
Alright,
power.
shut down.
Okay. Asina, did you know that Ogami's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Ogami, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab? Wait. So what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Ogami must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Asahina, but Ogami. And when Ogami dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instead. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Ogami pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained. No, it was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her. The one that killed Ogami. Connection between Ogami and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. If it's suicide, I'm gonna be very upset.
Yeah,
but,
I think it is.
Can we accuse Ogami?
Try it. Yeah.
Wow. What who killed Ogami was Ogami herself. I ruled that out from the very beginning because I thought Monokuma wouldn't allow suicide.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that wouldn't be that
I
surprising.
thought it was like she was kind of the one who planned it, but had someone else be.
Right, I thought that too.
Yeah.
That was like the next best thing in my opinion. But, huh? What? The killer was Ogami. Wait, so you're saying it was suicide? Also, why would suicide spur on a class trial?
Yeah. I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either, or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Ogami went and got the poison, she barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. Also, she could end her own life. That explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. Do you think she barricaded it so Monokuma couldn't get to her? Because of course...
Sakura wanted to create the locker room.
Yeah. The locked room mystery was created by Ogami.
I'm sure she locked herself in so no one could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room.
I feel like this maybe had to have been Asahina.
Yeah. And that was you, wasn't it, Nina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
I don't even know why there'd be an investigation in the first place.
Yeah. When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway. And that's what... Oh.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kirigiri was busy checking the body.
The more I realize it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Asahina left the rec room.
You said you were going to get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together, and once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone.
What? Ogre?
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
Ogami's been killed? I see. While everyone else was focused on Ogami, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Ogami's lifeless body. Yasi and I know never would have left her side in a situation like that. Ooh.
So Ogami committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Asahina undertook a series of actions. Oh, thanks, man.
To undermine the investigation, sorry.
It's okay. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Asahina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Ogami?
No. I killed her, I did it!
That's enough, Asahina. It's over.
It's not, nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Okay.
Okay, so climax logic.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so Act 1. Oh shoot, I don't even remember this.
Ogami gave everyone notes to meet her, at
right?
Hagakure
reads it. Who's the third person who got it?
Her. Oh wait, no, that's that same
picture.
Yeah, sorry.
The question is who. I don't remember who the third person to get a note was. Togami. Yeah, I think that would be it. Okay. So then Fukuwa went to go meet up with her, right?
Yeah, maybe this one.
This is her getting passed out, I think.
No,
Or
I think that's her like
going
being
in,
scared and like going in or something.
Yeah,
she
sees
sees
Ogami.
her. She gives her the candy. Oh wait, this is Hagakure giving.
Wait, wasn't the Fukuwa incident after Hagakure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that looks like she's from the that scene actually looks like from the locker, you know?
Oh yeah.
The door she's opening kind of looks like a very locker.
No, I definitely agree.
So that's probably later.
I don't know what else that scene would be. This is later, after everything happens with Genocider's show.
Yeah. This is all later. Maybe it's her reading. Well, I guess she's kind of reading the note. Although the backgrounds look similar.
They do look similar.
We could leave that one empty for now. But I do think that one comes later.
Okay.
If it does come later.
We'll come back. Oh, we can get a hint.
Oh.
Fukuwa got to the rec room early and hid somewhere.
Oh. Oh, maybe it was that one, right?
Maybe it was the one that shows her getting into the...
Yeah.
That's probably... Oh, yeah, and then this is her looking through the lines.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Sees Ogami, and she witnesses all of this happen, I think. So then Hagakure hits her over the head.
The bottle.
Would this be... Yeah, that would be this, I think.
Yeah.
The smashing of the bottle.
And this is the writing Toko.
Yeah. And then running away. And then we have Fukuwa. She goes out barely.
Yeah.
And then she reads the magazine and puts it back upside down.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a... Yeah, here it is. Upside down. Ogami wakes up. Scary. Genocider show comes out.
She hits her over the head again.
Yeah, and this is another... Oh, do you think this is maybe a different break?
Maybe it's that one?
No, I think we switch.
Yeah, I think that this one...
Yeah... Wait. I don't know. I'm gonna pull this back and see what it says. What was in the Monokuma bottle?
Okay, no, that one's right.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then we'll take a look at the other one and see what that one has to say.
Yeah. Keep forgetting that there's hits.
Yeah, I know. I didn't find out about this till last chapter. What was in the Monokuma bottle that Genocide jacked?
It was a queen.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Is there something with a queen here? Oh, I didn't even realize that one was there. Okay, so then cleaning up. And she scrams out of here. That art, though.
Yeah.
So Ogami wakes up again.
This is when she commits suicide, so something with the bottle.
I still don't understand why she would have called everyone there if she was just going to commit suicide anyways.
I think maybe she just wanted to make peace with everyone.
That's possible.
Maybe it's probably that one.
Yeah, pulls out the chemicals. Everyone takes a look, sees that, and this is apparently Asahina. I feel like Asahina is gonna get executed, but she really should.
But also, like, they were saying Asahina knows that Ogami died already, right? So, like, she was involved somehow. She knew that Ogami was gonna commit suicide.
Oh, that's fair. So maybe she's the
she counts
blackened
as, like,
in
the
that
person.
sense. Sees that. I think this is where she goes to switch it, right?
Yeah.
This is the second one.
Maybe it's when she's grabbing it, like that one.
This maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks
Grabs
like she's
it,
grabbing it.
and then placing the protein can is over there. What's that?
You can click the...
What is it that they switched the bottle?
Oh, it might be this.
Oh, she pulled it out and then put it down. Okay, I feel pretty good about this.
Yes, let's try it.
What's that? This case began when Ogami asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hagakure, Togami, and Fukuwa. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Fukuwa. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Ogami enter the room. Next to arrive was Hagakure. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Ogami was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Ogami with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Ogami. To that end, he wrote down a name. Fukuwa. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Fukuwa had witnessed the whole thing, so as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Ogami slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Ogami's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocider Show. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Ogami, and she freaked out. And just like Hagakure, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Ogami's head. Assuming Ogami really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Ogami was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Ogami's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Ogami herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort so dramatic. Look at Naigi. That's like actually really cool though. See you, Asahina. I still don't think that Asahina should be executed for this.
Yeah.
Even if she knew that Ogami was gonna commit suicide, I don't think she's really like the blackened. By
Also,
any
why
means.
would she try to get everyone to falsely accuse her?
Right. That doesn't make sense. Also, so
Yeah.
that's the full truth of the case. Also, sorry guys, this is probably gonna go long. We're just gonna finish the trial here.
Alright, that's my best crying.
You did good. Ogami took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right? That's what happened? Ogami, so
Sogami got so punked!
Yeah, no kidding. But, Nike, how did you...
He didn't. Kitty did.
Actually, though, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern? Huh? Well, I mean...
Y'all held my hands
Through the
throughout
power of
entire
friendship.
investigation?
Through the power of friendship.
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand, and that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Ooh, I like this.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Ogami just got wrecked.
Whoa.
Hype. I'm thinking we're gonna get an A on this.
Also, I do want to point out, I think this is the first time you've done the comic and gotten all right on the first try.
That is 100% true.
I'm gonna take credit.
Let's take all those Monokuma medals. Okay, I think we can all agree you made your point. Sorry, sometimes I just like listening to Japanese. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet. Is it possible to vote on a dead person?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I mean, it doesn't feel like there's a blackened one here.
Yeah.
I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway, you just gotta do it. Just do it! Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one? If they didn't find out that it was Ogami, would they all have died?
Like, I don't understand, like, why Asahina would pin it on herself, because if they had accused Asahina of
Maybe
it,
as like an honor sort of thing?
I mean, yeah, that's
But
the only
even
thing I
then,
can
like...
think of. Like,
I
if they
don't know.
accused her, it would be wrong, right?
And then they'd all die.
And then everyone would die, including herself.
Yeah, so, I don't know.
And, like, even if she technically is the blackened, like, she would, if she was accused,
Then
then
she
they would
wouldn't
be
want
right.
everyone...
And then she would die.
Yeah, so
So
like,
I don't understand what, I don't know.
No, this isn't making a lot of sense to me either.
I mean, can you pick
Well,
the person who's
here's the
going to
vote.
die? Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So you can actually vote on a dead person.
Okay, interesting.
But now what also, is there an execution or a punishment here?
I guess not.
They do something to her dead body? That would be sick.
That was sick as in, like, awesome or sick as in awful?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Ogami was Ogami herself. Alright, we're done here. Wow. So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. Well, can someone point to me? There's got to be some point in this game at which I think I remember Monokuma mentioning that suicides wouldn't be allowed.
I think someone mentioned suicides are technically allowed, but they're not advantageous to anyone.
Okay.
Right? Like, it doesn't logically make sense for you to commit
Because
suicide.
I have it in my, like, it's in my, like, brain that Monokuma would do something to prevent suicides. There's still one thing I don't understand. Asuna, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us. And yet why did you do that? Yeah, we almost died there.
Because that's exactly what I wanted.
Huh? What?
I mean, the reason Ogami died, it's because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why. I couldn't let her be the only one that died. You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
If you're serious? That's...
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Ogami was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
That's...
I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Ogami's suicide note.
Suicide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocider Show had attacked me. Ogami got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Ogami, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me. You tried to protect me, but because of me, my closest friend got hurt. Ogami. Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility.
Is this kind of a window into the like setup for this whole scenario?
Maybe.
Because of her, now like my friends are gonna like kill each other. Isn't that imply that like maybe she had known them all beforehand?
Maybe she didn't lose her memories?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't expect her to lose her memories if she was working with Monokuma, right?
Yeah.
Which is the case. So, huh.
Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them. Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all came up at you at once, even you. Asahina, please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Ogami. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just a misunderstanding.
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's how far you pushed her. Ogami, what happened to you? Asahina, you came. Wait, right here, I'll help you out. Asahina. Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that? I have a favor to ask. A favor? I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura! Let me in! Please, open the door! Why? Why? Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet, you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it, and that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it.
Asahina.
We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live.
But that's why you tried to lead us astray? And you did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial.
Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Ogami was actually thinking when she died?
What did you say?
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Do not tell me Monokuma is trying to, like...
Piss off Asahina.
So that Asahina gets herself killed. Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is... Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this? What is that? Isn't it obvious? A suicide note. Ogami's suicide note. Well, what? But Asahina already... Oh,
What?
I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. Whoa, this is the one Ogami addressed Asahina and put in her room.
What, then? You lied to me?
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. Didn't even have Ogami's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy, I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene cut.
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice. But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place? And is it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Could you get on with it, please?
Alright, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Asahina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish. As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you
Do you
here.
want me to read this, or...?
Actually, I want to do this because it'll be like narration voice, I guess.
Okay.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me. You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool. You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years. I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things. However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind. And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder. They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Maizono. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate. However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Asahina, my resolve began to weaken. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything, I cannot betray those who would call me their friend. That's how I came to feel. So that's why Ogami... I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you. Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic? Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All this is because of my own weakness. I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me. So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind. But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred. My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else. Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well. I have an obligation to get this situation under control, and to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder. But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself. If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life. If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends. I've never had people like you in my life.
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us. She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us? She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much. No normal person could do that. It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Wow, character exposition though. Finally, Asahina, I want to apologize to you especially. The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Togami, Fukuwa, and Hagakure on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see. I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Asahina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive. Ogami.
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still...
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Asahina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Ogami's death wasn't a waste. Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together. And this is all because of our misplaced hatred. I don't blame her, I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Asahina either. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else. What the heck, that's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Oh god, Togami.
Ah, lovely Togami, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. Yo,
What?
Togami though? Huh? Ogami and Asahina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game. There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is I will no longer be participating in it. Well, what's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to, and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Togami, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go, and if the Mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I could catch on fire.
Everyone.
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time. The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, punishment time.
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna...
Is it me?
Oh, heavens no, just because the blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you I'm very particular about the bear times 1 rule?
What?
I don't know. But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. A special guest? Let's give it everything we got. It's punishment time. Is this the 16th student, maybe?
I died.
Alter ego. Yikes.
Oh my god.
They did that to Alter Ego?
Oh my god.
Not Alter Ego. I guess Alter Ego got caught on the Wi-Fi network.
Yeah.
But, oh, that sucks. Also,
Yeah.
the symbolism in using something like that, which, like, it says the excavator destroyer. So, like, Alter Ego was, like, digging information, like, figuratively, and so they use something that literally digs to kill.
Yeah.
Ugh. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. Whew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, bro, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. Oh my goodness. Alter Ego, though, I realize how dangerous it can be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him? Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next, friends with a basketball? Shut up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even, like, laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
So, you finally noticed him.
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Fujisaki was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What? You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge. Well, I mean, the data on that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult. So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. After, Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset. Alright, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
Postscript?
Sorry. Yeah, there's still a bit more left to Ogami's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Alright then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Asahina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue? I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. And so I've learned one thing, which is, the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie days, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Alright, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. It's gotta be memory loss.
Yeah.
It's gotta be memory loss.
Yeah.
Well, you can't just stop at the most important bit. Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve.
Fine, but at least Ogami's note.
Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it.
But...
Sucks for you losers. Wait, what's this?
what is it now?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what, and that's seriously it. Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you. Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say? Okay, I'm out of here.
Oh.
I feel like that means maybe they're not actually dying.
I think, I don't know, I feel like it's something specific with Ogami, because everyone keeps saying that she's like not fully human, and like,
Oh, that is
something that's been going on like in her family for generations, so maybe like a strong person gets born to the family every year, and like a soul keeps like going on, so like in another life, Ogami
that is possible.
Beat the mastermind, I don't know.
That's possible. You guys should try to get some rest, And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Well, think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing, but what was that all about? Ogami's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school? The mastermind did something to us? Kitty Kitty said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
What?
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the Mastermind did? What did the Mastermind do to us? I mean, did the Mastermind plant a bomb on us or something?
Oh, Nike.
If we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? The bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that. So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone. So now what do we do? What else is there other than to head back up? Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But sorry. Asuna must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat. I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kitty Kitty and Nike are the ones that figured everything out. Shut up.
Seriously, I'm sorry.
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me.
I do want to make a point that Togami is trying to make her feel better.
That is true. That is true. In a very, like,
Togami
harsh,
way.
caustic way.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did you just capture his flag? No, 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 no! I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Oh my god, this cannot be happening.
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
Sleazeball?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are. Sleazeball.
Apparently you still have a death wish.
More biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends. Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me.
Well, this is an interesting dynamic. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And I think that finally marks the end of Chapter 4.
Yeah.
And so, Ogami's class trial came to an end and we returned to the world of Hope Speak Academy, but the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck upon us. School announcement is now too. Oh, we're just gonna have the typical like nighttime announcement. Typical announcement, nothing crazy. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Hey, Kitty Kitty wants something.
Haha, you wish.
Kitty Kitty?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kitty Kitty?
I said yes.
How'd she get in here?
She's Kitty Kitty.
So, Kitty Kitty's here. Wait, what? I'm loving this. In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
I'm here to wake you up.
Oh, I see. Wait, but my door?
It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless.
It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised.
Well, what time is it?
3 o'clock in the morning, of course.
It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kitty Kitty wake me up at this hour? Okay, sorry this episode has been going on forever, but we're actually going to cover this in the next episode. I will go over, when we get to the end of Chapter 4, the super duper commentary of this chapter, because it's a close one, because you guys are always incredible, as always. But, holy cow, this trial, I am a little upset that I had previously ruled out... Anyway, sorry for interruption, but I was a little upset that I essentially ruled out suicide because of how the game had been earlier. I think it's a little bit of a cop-out, and I think it would have been a little bit better if Ogami had done something to try and save Asahina. That being said, I really like the exposition about Ogami's character, and it really makes me wish I could have done more free time events with her. And it was a lot of fun learning about Asahina, and potentially a lot more behind how this whole scenario happened, it does make me think that they did know each other beforehand and there was some sort of memory loss involved.
Yeah, I don't know if you've mentioned this on your videos, but we've been talking that in between the time when they first arrive at Hope City Academy and when they wake up, we think that there was a time where they all got to know each other. That's where all the pictures were taken, and that's why in the last trial, when Yamada woke up, he was like, I remember everything. That's how he knew Celeste's actual name, is because he knew it back in when they all became friends.
Before they had been thrown into this. But anyways, I'm excited to hear your guys' reactions to this trial, your reactions to my reactions to the trial. But and I hope you're looking forward to seeing what happens in this late night encounter with Kirigiri. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.
Danganronpa.